Very soon, we might all be too very dumb to understand what's going on in the world. In the last couple of days, I submitted a couple of feedbacks to apps and platforms. And mostly, I was talking to AI agents. Now, the funny thing is that in order to record what I'm saying and to not have to type for 30 minutes, I also used ChatGPT to transcribe what I'm saying. But because my computational performance of my brain is usually too low to put out fully formed email-ready sentences, I also told it to write it slightly better than I said it. And of course, also, if I'm slightly frustrated or angry, it also converts it into very nice words instead. So basically, I'm using AI to talk to, via the internet, to another AI. That's utterly ridiculous. So just imagine how this might play out. This is only the very beginning, and this could be the end of the universe. Nick Bostrom talks about the paperclip scenario, where you tell an AI or a super intelligence to produce paperclips. And it does produce paperclips until the universe is basically just a paperclip machine. But this is if basically one human or one entity is telling a super intelligence, it's not that this is, it's just a hypothetical scenario. But now, so this is if just one entity is working against nothing. But usually there are basically antagonistic entities. So if one imagines now a stack, and so in the beginning there is basically a house and it's this here. So this is entity 1. If now entity 1 wants to communicate to entity 2, then it benefits, as of now, already by talking via AI. So basically booking more compute to talk to entity 2. Now entity 2 also then benefits marginally by booking more compute to again talk to entity 1. So let's imagine a legal fight. So as of recently, so basically they opened a gym in my town. And so now they said, so basically the contract said after 1 year it would increase in terms of how much I would have to pay. So I asked them already to basically switch me to a later contract in half a year in advance, because obviously I would forget. And because it's like, this is intended to be like this, because then they can charge the higher amount for all the people who don't, who forget this. So basically it's just implementation of game theoretic ideas. Now, the funny thing now is that if I now would use AI to figure out the best strategy to talk to this company, then they also use AI to talk to me again. And so basically we are now in an arms race. In every single conversation, you could use marginally more compute by booking more compute. And so if this is the amount of compute that's being used in every interaction now in between these two entities, then it's like, who is winning? The entity with more bookable compute. And so basically they are using resources and resources and resources potentially until